Okay, Tabby.
Hello.
We're gonna learn how to play clarinet today.
I'm so excited.
Ready?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, first off, you have your reed right there.
Have my reed.
Want you to go ahead and take that out of the case and you're gonna put both ends in your mouth, just really get it soaked up. And be careful not to use your teeth on it because you don't want to break it because they're very fragile.
Like the whole thing in my mouth.
Not at once, but alternate both sides. There you go. Okay, while you're doing that, I'm going to pull this off because you don't need that. Okay, we're going to start what's called the small piece, which, yeah, it's not a fun taste. We're going to start on what's called the small piece, so, which is basically the instrument without all of the keys and the bell and all of that. It consists of the barrel, which is this, and the mouthpiece, which is this. That's where the reed sits, right? And then the ligature, which is what holds the reed and all of that in place. Okay. So, when we're assembling this, your mouthpiece, you see this cork right here, is going to go into the smaller section of the barrel. You're just going to twist it.
Okay.
Once that's done, you're going to place the reed on top, and I'll show you how to do that, and then the ligature will go on top of that. Okay? So why don't you go ahead and put the mouthpiece and the barrel together.
So it goes in the smaller ends? Does it go all the way in?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And you may twisting it may be easier.
Okay.
There you go. Alright, so now go ahead and take the reed out, right? And the reed, this part right here is the bottom. That's what's going to touch the mouthpiece. Okay, so it's going to line up there. And then in between the top of the reed and the top of the mouthpiece, you want about like a thumbnail's width. Like not very much space at all.
Okay. So like that?
Yeah, exactly. And then we're going to loosen your ligature a little bit. Okay. Now, this goes over the top. These screws are going to face the right. This is the part that goes directly on top of the reed. Okay, so go ahead and slide that on. You're going to want to hold the reed with your thumb so it doesn't shift. There you go. Now, right there.
Okay.
And now tighten the screws just a little bit. That's okay. Wait, sorry. Adjust your reed first before you want to push that up a little bit. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
And you want them tight, but not too tight. So we want tight enough to hold the reed on there so it's not moving anywhere, but we don't want it squeezing or suppressing the reed.
I feel like it's on me.
I think you're right. I'm going to loosen these just a hair.
Okay.
That was always my issue, is I made the ligature way too tight. Oh, yeah, that's not going anywhere. All right, cool. Now, go ahead and hang on to that. We're not going to use it just yet. We're going to get your embouchure set first.
Okay.
So, I'm going to give you a step-by-step for creating your embouchure, and we're going to do it together, and then I'm going to have you do it on your own. Okay? So, very first thing, lick your lips. Now make the most bored, statistics face you could possibly make. That's good. I like it.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, with that bored statistics face, you're going to tighten your bottom teeth over your lips, over your bottom teeth, so that it just barely covers the top of those bottom teeth.
Okay.
Good. All right. After that, it feels weird.
Yeah, it does.
Once you have that set, you're going to take your right thumb. You're going to slide it. I'm going to show you how to do it first. You're going to slide it over and tuck it behind your top teeth. Now, when you do this, the important part, one of the most important parts, is that your bottom lip isn't shifting. It should feel like it's super glued to your bottom teeth. Okay? And you don't want... Actually, try that first, and then we'll move on. Good. Now, you want to make sure that you're not pushing against the thumb with your bottom teeth. You want it to be sitting there and touching, but not a whole lot of pressure. Because if this is the reed, having too much pressure there will not create the right vibration for the sound to come out, right? So, once you're here, you're going to pull the corners of your mouth in, and then tuck your top lip over your thumb. Good. once you're there,
Mhm.
there's one more step.
Okay.
It's really hard. Then you get here, and then you're gonna hiss. The reason we're hissing is because you want your tongue to be high up and raised in your mouth.
Okay.
Okay? So, and your corners are gonna kind of come out when you hiss, and that's okay. Yeah, good. All right. So once you've hissed,
Mhm.
you want your tongue to stay where it ended up when you hissed. And then just tuck those, bring in those corners and tuck that mouth, that top lip in. Yeah, cool.
Okay,
Very
okay.
good. All right. Can you do that on your own? Let's try it. Good. Good. All right. Now we're going to try it on the small piece.
Okay.
So go ahead and rewet your reed. Yeah, good.
Okay.
All right. Now, board face. Tighten that bottom lip. Uh-huh. Now, this is going where your thumb went earlier. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hiss. Uh-huh. Is that tongue raised? Good, good. Okay. Now, try to blow and let's see if we can make a sound in there. Hey, good. Try it again. I'm going to pull up my tuner because we're going for an F sharp.
That was
That's
very
pretty good.
Flat F sharp.
It was very flat, but that's okay. All right, try it one more time without me. That was really in tune. Proud of you.
I'm gonna quit horn playing.
Okay, good deal. Now, hang on to the, actually, go ahead and set this down. Okay, so we're going to do full instrument assembly now.
Okay.
So this is called the bell.
Mhm.
Okay. This, oh goodness. This is the lower joint.
Okay.
It sits like this, actually. No,
Okay.
it sits like this. No, it sits like this. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm losing my mind. It sits like this. Lower joint. Okay? And then this is the upper joint.
Mhm.
Okay? When we're putting these together, start with the bell,
Okay.
and then you put the lower joint cork in here.
Mhm.
Okay? Once that's done, then we're going to put the lower joint and the upper joint together. When you put the upper joint on, the most important thing, you see when I press this down how that little key raises up?
Mhm.
That key sits right on top of here.
Okay.
And we don't want it to like hit because then it'll break your instrument, right?
Right.
So when you're putting this on, press down that key.
Okay.
Got it?
Got it.
All right. Can you do that?
Mhm.
Let's try it.
How do they do it without like squishing?
Well, so the way I normally do it,
Mhm.
if you wrap your fingers kind of here, then the pressure that you're applying is on the tone holes
Okay.
and not on the rods.
Okay.
So that's how I do it. And then you may have to twist this as well. That may help. I don't have cork grease. There you go. Good.
Okay.
Good. And now the upper joint.
Mhm.
And which one do you press down?
This one.
Yes. Good. Okay. All right. Before we attach the small piece to
Mhm.
the instrument, we're going to talk about hand position. So, you see this little thing right here?
Mhm.
It's called thumb rest. Your right thumb is going to sit under that thumb rest. And then 1, 2, 3, right? And you want to make sure that your right thumb will rotate a little bit because you want it to sit kind of here
Okay.
and not on that nail.
Okay.
Right? Because that allows your fingers to be a little more curved
Got
and
it.
relaxed. Now, left thumb is going to be right here. That's the thumb hole.
Mhm.
The key above that is called the register key.
Okay.
Common misconception, it's not an octave key because it doesn't raise the pitch an octave. It raises it a 12th, I think.
Okay.
So, thumb covering the thumb hole for right now. We're not going to worry about the register key. And then 1, 2, 3. Good. Now, go ahead. I'm going to kind of pronate. Yeah, because we want those holes to be completely covered. And I'm going to do the same with this hand, just a little bit. Good. All right. Now, go ahead and wet your reed one more time. Then we're going to attach the small piece. Okay. And you want the reed to be in line with this register key. Okay, there you go. All right, so let's go ahead and get your hand position set. Good. All right, now, holding the instrument here, let's re-go through your embouchure really quick, right? So, board face, pull lip over here. You don't have to do it with your thumb because you're holding clarinet, right? Hiss. And the corners and top lip down. And we're not biting down on that bottom lip, okay? So, go ahead and we're going to use no fingers covering right now. All fingers open, so you're just holding it with your right thumb, which will be easier once it's actually in your mouth. But we're going to try and open G. And you might scoot forward a little bit. That way the clarinet can be closer to your body. Good. Try it one more time and see if you just hold it as long as you can. And I'm going to adjust some things on you. Okay. Good. Okay. How did that feel?
Like a clarinet.
Like a clarinet. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Kind of yucky.
All right. Now I want you to try it one more time. We're actually going to try this on a C. So left thumb, 1, 2, 3.
Here's something I found on the web.
Everything else is open. Thank you, Alexa.
Japan Airlines Flight 123 was a scheduled
Alexa,
domestic-
stop.
Why is she scheduling
I
flights?
don't know. All right, try it one more time. This is a C. I think it may be before. Yeah, C. Good. Cool. Very good. Thank you, Tabby. Good job.
Thank you.